So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Welcome back to another piano tutorial. My name is Warren McPherson. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can take a simple 1-5-6-4 progression and how you can take it to intermediate, and then how you can take it from intermediate to advanced. There's a structure to these things, and today I'm going to give you the blueprint that you can apply to many songs, so stay tuned. Okay, so today we're working out of the key of G major. And just a refresher, G major is the 1, A minor is the 2, B minor is the 3, C major is the 4, D major the 5, E minor the 6, F sharp diminished the 7, back to 1. It's important to memorize the number system for every key. It's going to be easier when you're learning piano by ear to think in terms of numbers. Now, for demonstration purposes, we're going to be using the worship song, Here I Am to Worship. Popular song, that's why I chose it. And the progression's a 1-5. We're working on the chorus, the 1-5-6-4, right? So, here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether worthy, altogether lovely, altogether wonderful to me. That's the entire chorus of the song, right? 1, here I am to the 5, here I am to the 6, to say that you're my God, to the 4, right? So G major, D major, E minor, C major. That's the entire chorus of the song. And if you play in church, chances are you're going to have to play the song at some point. And those are all the chords. So now if you want to add some things to it, what do you do? How do you make that interesting? First, you can start with some diatonic chord passing movements, right? So the first one I'm going to show you is the first inversion add 9 chord, right, on the D major. This is how I play it. So really I'm just playing that in my right hand, E, F sharp, A, D. And in my left hand, I'm just playing a first inversion D chord, F sharp, A, D. So when we have, here I am to worship, here I am to bow. So right, instead of just going to a straight D major, play that like that. It's gonna sound so much cooler. So it's an add 9 chord in first inversion. And by extension, when you play that 1 chord, just play the add 9. Now, some people call it the add 2, right? Add 2, add 9. I like to call it add 9 for simplification, right? So, here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say. Now, when we're on the 6, be sure to introduce that 7. So you have that nice E minor 7 to say that. Now, instead of staying on that E minor 7, then we're going to switch and we're going to introduce that first inversion add 9 again on the 1 chord. Same voicing, going to give you a nice full sound. So this is what it sounds like in context. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that, right here, you're my God. Right, so we're using that first inversion, add 9 chord, as a passing to get to the 4. And you can see when I'm on my 4, we're introducing that add 9 flavor again. One more time. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. Right? Then we go, you're altogether lovely. Now what I'm going to show you now is what we call a walk-up. And this is something that is used across so many different songs. It's a good thing for you to learn. Right? The walk-up, where we're going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Right? You've probably heard it before. So the bass is simply moving, again, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And then we're harmonizing it. So we have a C in the right hand, D in the right hand. Now when we go to the E, we're playing the C again. So we have this first inversion, C major chord. When we get to the F sharp, we're playing the D major. So we get this D major first inversion, and that takes us back to the 1. So now I still like to introduce the add 9. For practice purposes, if you're new to this, you can just do it as triads first, but once you get comfortable, introduce the add 9 as well. And it's going to sound cooler. Now you'll often hear this referred to as drop 2 in the gospel circles, right? When you hear they do chords like these, there are drop 2 chords voicing. So you realize that even the beginner can start incorporating these sounds. It's not that complicated. So if we put everything together now, here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. Right here. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. And so you see, just to add that at the beginner's level, your sound starts to sound professional, sounds cool. And you notice I haven't introduced any crazy passing tones and runs and licks yet. So that's more at the beginner's level. Intermediate level, those are some things you can do to start beefing up your chords. Now as we get more into the later intermediate to more of the advanced territory, you can start dipping outside of the key, adding a little bit of passing chords. So what are some places we can do that? Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. A little 2/5 passing. So what am I doing there? Before going to the 6, I'm throwing in a secondary dominant passing. And if you don't know what a secondary dominant passing is, I have a whole lot of video on it. I'm going to link to one in the description of this video, and I'm going to pin it towards the end of the video here, right? Because secondary dominant is one of the most powerful passing chords in gospel music. We use it as like a slingshot to take us to all different types of chords. So it's definitely one you want to learn, get familiar with. So remember we played this chord? Right, the 5 in first inversion, and then we go to the 6. So all I'm doing before going to the 6, I'm throwing in that that B7 chord as a passing to take me to the 6. And on this B7, you can use all kind of variations and alterations depending on the level of dissonance you want. For this, I'm just going to keep it fairly simple and do that and alter a dominant chord, right? So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say. Now in terms of placement, you can play around with where you want to put it. So you see, to bow down, I could have done, here I am to say. I can go early or I can go a little later. To bow down, here I am to say. So you can play around with your placement, right? Say that. Now right here, you're my God. So all I'm doing is a 2-5 passing going to the 4. Another popular passing chord in gospel music, the 2-5-1, which is really just an extension of that secondary dominant. So that would be the second best next passing chords for you to learn. So what I'm doing there, I'm playing a D minor, 2-5 to the 4. And you might say, Warren, I'm a little bit confused. Why are you calling D minor the 2? I thought we were in the key of G where A minor would be the 2. And I know this is where it gets a little bit tricky when we're talking about passing chord, because passing chord 2-5-1 is a concept. It's not diatonic harmony. We're no longer talking about diatonic harmony. When we're doing a 2-5-1 passing, we're doing what is known as a temporary tonicization, meaning it's almost like we're temporarily changing the key, the C major. So if you think of C major as the new 1, then you realize that, oh, D minor is the 2, G major is the 5, C major is the 1. So again, be sure to go through that video on secondary dominant where we talk more about 2-5-1 passing, so you can really understand the difference between 2-5-1 as a diatonic progression and 2-5-1 as a passing chord concept. So that's what's happening there. 2-5 to the 4, right? Now, again, when you're on that 5, you can create alterations. You can do the 13th, flat 13th, sharp 11, flat 9. All of these are what we call variations. They're altered dominant variations. So I can use all of them to create different type of dissonance. So now if we put all that together, we get, here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. Then we'll walk up, we're all together lovely, all together worthy. Then we can do another one. Right? We call that the diminished passing, where we're doing a diminished walk up. All of these are diminished movement. And I'm going to have videos on all of these. So if you think of a concept, right? 2-5-1 passing, piano with Warren. You just Google that and you'll see a video on it. Diminished passing, piano lesson with Warren. You'll see a video on it. Chromatic passing, dominant chromatic passing. You just Google it with piano lesson with Warren and you'll find videos of me covering these concepts more in detail, right? So when we go, here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God, you're all together, right? So what I'm doing right there now, after you see me do that walk, that diminished walk to 6, now before I go to that 2-5 passing, we just do a setup. We call it a minor chromatic passing. So I'm taking that E minor, moving it down chromatically to E flat minor or D sharp, then to, so it's the same voicing to my, then to my flat 7. And this is a temporary chord. And I usually like to resolve it that way. So in context, it sounds like this. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say, I forgot my dominant seven. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether worthy, altogether lovely, altogether wonderful to me. So, you know, we're getting into it. So what am I doing there? After I go to that flat 7, I go to this sort of like a C minor, the 4 minor, then to the A minor 7 flat 5 as a 2. This is a borrowed chord from the parallel minor, from G minor. And then that takes me to the 1 with the 5 in the bass. It's a typical gospel movement. So this is not something I created. This has been around for decades, right? I'm just incorporating that in a CCM type song so you hear how it sounds, right? So if we take it from altogether wonderful to me, right? So we're just playing around with these chords. They're borrowed chords, the minor 4, the minor, the 2 5 minor 7 flat 5 chord. Then it goes here. Let's put everything together one last time. So here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. So those are just some quick ideas I wanted to throw at you. How you can take a basic 1-5-4 or 1-5-6-4 progression and you see how many things I'm able to add to it. There's an absolute pattern to this. I'm not just pulling it out of thin air. And once you learn these, you can apply it to countless songs. So I'm going to link to some videos down below that further dive into these individual topics that you see me use here. Secondary dominant, 2-5-1 passing, diminished chromatic passing, and minor chromatic passing. I cover all of these in videos here on YouTube. Now, if you love this content, be sure to subscribe. Little things like that really go a long way in helping the channel. And I'd also like to invite you to check out pianolessonwithwarren.com. It's my private membership program that I've helped thousands of people over the years learn gospel piano by ear. And you get to learn it in a systematic, step-by-step curriculum. So it's not like YouTube where it's just random videos. This is a fully fleshed out, thought out curriculum that I've been building out for the last 8 years, right? It's packed with quizzes and courses and assignments and all that wonderful stuff to take you to where you need to go and to take the guessing out of learning, because that's one of the hardest part, trying to figure out what to learn next and so on. All right, check out pianolessonwithwarren.com. Love for you to check out the programs, 7-day free trial. So nothing to lose. You get to see if it's for you. All right. Now I'm going to link to a video right here that talk more about these passing chords and also in the description. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know if you have any questions and what you would like to see me cover next. Until then, have a blessed week.